The big studios are turning against Disney and Netflix CEOs. They're telling them, pack it in, stop acting like a child, and get on with the job at hand. Welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. When the Writers Guild of America agreed their deal with the studios, it was generally expected that the actors' strike would follow, and that the studios and SAG-AFTRA would agree a deal within just a couple of weeks. The big studios like Amazon, etc., were genuinely expecting November 1st to be the date where they could get back to work. They were hoping that they still might be able to get a couple of the Christmas specials and things like that done before December, at least something. And 100%, they were hoping to get big projects like Daredevil and things like that back up and running. Their studios are sat empty. All of that studio space costs a fortune. All those sets sat around doing nothing. They desperately wanted to get back to work. So why on earth did the studio bosses walk out just a week ago and end negotiations again, throwing everything upside down? Well, according to my sources that are reasonably close to this, apparently Netflix and Disney were the main reasons why the negotiations collapsed again. Disney's Bob Iger and Netflix's Ted Sarandos walked out. Now, apparently there were a few reasons for this, but one of the big ones was this demand by the Actors Guild to put in this sort of like 2% levy on subscribers for things like Netflix, etc. So 2% of, say, Netflix's subscription count was then going to be going towards paying the actors. Now, apparently, the Actors Guild said, give us 2%. Netflix, etc., went, not a chance. So they went, 1? And Bob Iger and Ted walked the hell out. Now, apparently, the rest of the studio sort of had to follow because those are the main two players. And actually, the head of negotiations is the guy over at Netflix. So they didn't have a choice, but they were furious. Now, I've been talking to somebody that's very close to sort of the Amazon side of things. As you know, I have quite good sources over there. And they were basically saying that people like Jennifer Salke, head of MGM Pictures and Amazon Pictures, and her boss, Bob Hopkins, were furious. There was several big meetings and they got a load of the other people across, like David Zaslav and Donna Langley. Donna Langley's from NBC Universal and Zaslav is from Warner Brothers Discovery, were called in and they had a big conference meeting apparently on Thursday, Friday. They were basically saying, Disney and Netflix are ruining this for all of us and they're costing us a fortune. We need a deal. They then got in touch with their counterparts over at Netflix and Disney and said, pack it in. We need to get this sorted. We need a deal that works for everybody. We are losing tens of millions of dollars every damn week, and it's got to stop. We all agreed November 1st, stop messing around and get a deal. Now, negotiations, we hear, are to start again on Tuesday. They will be going back to negotiations. They will be offering a new deal, and that deal will be much closer to what the Actors Guild has been asking for. Now, SAG-AFTRA, they're not going to get everything they want. But the longer this goes on and the closer to November 1st that we get, the more they will get. So if anybody over at SAG-AFTRA is watching my little video, please hold on for just a little bit longer. You may get just a little bit more money for the trouble. The studios, particularly Amazon, apparently I'm hearing they're really at the front of this, and Warner Brothers, to be fair, are desperate for this deal to get sorted. They are absolutely sick to death of this. And one source I've been talking to as well is just telling me about this negotiation actually only sorts out the contract for 3 years. One of the big meetings that they're having sort of like thrashing this out, they were pointing out that this is all going to go in again in 3 years' time. And we cannot basically go on strike for 3 months every 3 years. We just can't. We need to have a much better working relationship with these people. And we need actually a long-term strategy to avoid these strikes in future. Now, what that long-term strategy is, well, I suspect the plan is to smash the unions eventually, move production away from actually places that SAG-AFTRA control and the WGA. Getting a lot of production out of America is a start. If you film a lot of your stuff in Asia, Britain, or elsewhere with actors that aren't members of SAG-AFTRA, these constant strikes are really not going to be a problem anymore, and you can pay actors whatever you like. At the end of the day, this is going to be a little bit like the car industry over here in the UK in like the 80s. The car industry kept going on strike, kept demanding more money, so the car industry died. We now only build cars in this country for other people. All of the big British car companies are gone. And the car companies that we have left, like MG, are actually just built in China. That might be the future for Hollywood if it's not very, very careful. But for now, the studios, Amazon, Warner Brothers, etc., are kicking Netflix and Disney back into the negotiation room. And hopefully, we'll get something very, very soon. Start having a look at the TV guide and seeing what TV shows are going to be airing soon. There's not many. We are now actually starting to see the impact of the writers and the actors strike. And I don't know about you, but I'm already bored of it. We need them to get back to work so that we can have something to look forward to. Damn it. It's Christmas after all, nearly. Come on. So let's see what happens. But guys, get into the comments and tell me what you think. Netflix and Disney, are they just taking the absolute Michael now? Do they just need to get on with it and give the actors something that they can live with? Or actually, have the studios got a point? Are the actors the ones taking the mick, asking for just too much? A lot of the studios owe a crap load of money. Is it just not the right time for the actors to be out there like Oliver with a ball going, please, sir, give me some more? I don't know, but get into the comments and tell me what you think. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out and you'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can go to sidetrack.co.uk, which is our dedicated website where we do articles based on most of our stories and we try to throw in a little bit more detail for you to digest. Finally, there's patreon.com/sidetrack, where you get to see most of our new videos first. And for a small contribution each month that really supports the channel, you get to see them without the adverts. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.